welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you on a vlog of Reykjavik. Now the way that this vlog was styled as, I did it kind of like a slideshow piece because I was literally on the verge of losing storage on my phone because I don't have a big vlog camera. I just use my phone for it. And I did like these photo slideshows, so I'll be on a voiceover and I'll talk with you about some of the places that I went to. And yeah, so it'll be a very fun experience. And you're probably wondering, yes, I'm again not on the cruise, but I forgot to do intros for all the countries that I've been to. And so now I have to do an intro and an extra, and then I have to do that. So anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the vlog.
We're gonna do the Iceland, we're gonna do the Reykjavik panoramic city tour, which would be nice, but today will definitely be a long ride.
So starting off, we were able to get off the ship. We just had to show our sea pass cards, and I had to be with an adult at all times because I was a minor. But then before we knew it, we were on the bus, and I actually picked up pretty good seats by the front so I could do a lot of vlogging. So goodbye cruise ship for now, and let's go on our adventure. The drive there was pretty long, and all the places that we've been through today, it was really rainy, but let me tell you, the scenery here in Iceland does not disappoint. On our way, we saw lots of mountains and lots of old volcanoes that did not even erupt. Here's a clip right now of it. And let's just say the weather was not the best. It was insanely foggy outside, and it was very cold. Here's some other ones here. They are very pretty, and the drive there wasn't bad, but it was a little long, and my legs were getting cramped in the bus seat just from sitting that long. But we were actually heading to one of Iceland's biggest power plants, and they talked to us about how much chemicals they use and what they use to store in there. So here's the place right now. This is a big UV light that you see, and this there was going to be about a lady who's going to talk about and speak about some of the facts here. There's a lot of people from the tourist group. So basically there's a lady who speaks information about how the power plant works and when it was created and how much chemicals they use. They said that they use over 350,000. That's a lot. And here is the geothermal island where you can see all the thermal energy. And walking up the stairs, we see the exhibit about the entire power plant place, and there will be a clip to see the power plant itself just outside and where the construction was. But it was kind of foggy, but you could still kind of see it, and let's be honest, that smell wasn't the best. Here are some models of how they work and some of the people who had to go through those difficult times. And there was even videos of there was a video playing demonstrating on how long it took and the certain structure it needed to be built for the power plant to arrive, and that's where everyone was sitting and watching about. So there's the first power plant that they ever installed, and it was about 250 feet tall when they finished it. And then they started making these power plants to help energy. Iceland is a country that definitely you would not want to have pollution in. That's why they're very serious about this situation. Oh, and here are some of the rocks that they have found. There's so many different types. They said that they found over 150 different types, and some of them are on display here. I actually pointed to the one that I liked because that one, why not? And the best part was that they showed so many examples on how they work, and there was actually a fun game on the screen on how the power plant works and how it gets through our towns today, or how it impacts it. So here's some more rocks. So this is what I meant about seeing the power plant from the outside. You could see it a little bit, but it was actually kind of foggy to do it. But this is just one of the main parts from the power plant itself, and it was really foggy and cold outside. Here's the working area. This is where they actually create the power plants, mainly where some of them are built in other areas of Iceland, but some of them get transported to this main area here, and they fix it and they rebuild it, and then they ship it off to the outside. And you can see some of the workers there work on it. And here's just a little bit of a clip of the actual thing itself. Now, the best thing is from the gift shop, I actually got some salt there. Now, this has nothing to do with the power plant itself, but Iceland is actually famous for their sea salt. And I got different types of salt. There's charcoal salt, but mainly if you really like seafood, this is definitely a great one. And I do like to cook a lot, so I can't wait to try it. And like I said, it was so foggy, like even the driver, like you couldn't even see the fog. It was so like blank out there. I was scared that we were gonna like crash into something. Then we stopped off at this little like hot water pond area. This one was really nice, just to give you an example of some of the water ponds out there. This one was steaming and bubbling, which was really cool. And it said it had over 100 Fahrenheit of degrees, so it was pretty hot. And then we drove off away somewhere else, and this is the best part, is just the scenery. This is the biggest lake here. Not the biggest, I think there's a lot more, but this one was one of the main Reykjavik lakes that you could actually swim and put your boats on. It is what the guy said. It is so pretty. I gotta say, the trees made it so much better. So then we drove to Iceland's main visitor center, which is where they had the gift shops and all that, but this is like the main one. And then after seeing the cute countryside and the main area, we went through the town a little bit. This one is the open air museum. Basically, it's actually where the olden Icelandic people lived, or how they lived in these super cute little European styled houses. Now, we walked through the fields to the church that's there, and this is the only church that they had in the town. And it was so like, I mean, I'm 5'10", and this thing was like hitting my head. But here's some of the photo clips. These are the horses there. The inside of the house is what it's like on the table. Here's the front table right here. And here is some of where a lot of the workers had to build, and where they actually some of them even cooked there, is what they said. And here's some of the horse stalls. Another little bench table. Now this one's just a little darker in this area, and you can tell that the neighborhood here is very close impacted. Like if there was an emergency happening, you can hear. But this one was actually my favorite part, was the houses. They had like grass on top, but it's actually a very famous European thing. You can see them a lot in Copenhagen. Here's another house that looks like it. It's super cute, and I think it looks really cute. Then we drove through to the area in Reykjavik where you can see the main Hellingsangria church. This one was it was really high, and let me tell you, the inside never disappoints with the famous statue over here. As we walk in, you can see the high vaulted ceilings and the biggest organ player ever. This was a big organ that you could play off from. And then here's where you light the candles. You actually have to donate $1 to do it. And then, let's be honest, the windows here are very big. And there was actually a lot of people who come here every day and listen to the organ player or any service going on. Here are the windows here. They are so pretty. And here's one of the vaults here. And we have the 2 double church bells here. And then up top, you can just see a very good vocal view of the church. It's so pretty. And here's a close view of the statue, and you can even read the reading on it. Then we went to the Perland Museum. We actually went to 2. This was one of them. This has mainly of all of Iceland's main artifacts and nature. And the best part of this one was where we saw the polar bears there. This one was amazing. And then we went to another one. This was Iceland's main historian museum, where they talked about, all Iceland's history and how all the old people here had lived. Here's a structure model of some of the houses that were being built here. Some of the vests that were being worn here. Some of the old mummies and other Christianity or any religious artifacts were here. Clothing items, shoes, buildings. And there was also like little houses that people actually had to live through. 6 people lived in this tiny thing. Here's a vocal view of the town. It is so pretty. I'm so glad I got this photo. And it's actually illegal to drive your buses during the downtown so that no one can crash. So we couldn't do really much walking. And before you know it, we were back on the ship. And we were ready to go in because I was actually starving by the end of this. And by the end of this adventure, we had to sadly say goodbye to Reykjavik.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that video for today. I enjoyed my time in Reykjavik, although it was really rainy and really cold, and that excursion was like super long. So I hope you enjoy all that. It took a lot of hard work to put all the photos together, but I thought, why not? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and go check out my other vlogs and wait for the next one coming up. Bye!